Good morning again, my friends. Welcome to another music lesson with Uncle Joe. Music made manageable. Yes, this is uh, grade 1 session, part 2. Right, grade 1, part 2. All right, now the topic for today will be time signatures. Time signatures. Time signatures and bar lines. Time signatures and bar lines, or bar lines and time signatures. Same thing. They go together, and you'll see why. Now, right away, the last time we did part 1, we did time values. I want you to remember that, and I want to encourage you to go over the previous lesson before you come to the next. But like I told my children, as they were growing up in school, when you come home from school, and I didn't only tell them, I start with them. You have to go over what you did in school when you came home. You have to go it over to ensure that everything is clear there. Any questions, you make a note of it. Next day you ask the teacher. In this case, go over your lesson. Well, you'll show me your comments. Right? I'll see in your comments what you say, and I'll address it. But it would be helpful to look at the lesson before you come, because everything is interrelated and connected. So we did time values, and you're going to see that lesson come alive or more vividly in this one. So time signatures. What are time signatures? Time signatures are numbers written one above the other, for example, that tell the timing of the music. That's all. There are two numbers written one above the other, and they tell the timing of the music. Now, to explain a little more, to bring it clearer to you, no, you would not be able to dance, or no one would be able to dance without the time signature. Because the time signature gives the timing, it gives a pulse, you know when to move, when to go, so everything. So the time signature is what allows you to dance in time with the music. The time you shake, the time you move, the time I move this side, the time I move so, the time signature will help me to do that. If I'm going to go fast, time signature. If I'm going to go slow, waltz, time signature. Without a time signature, you can't waltz, you can't dance, period. That's the importance of the time signature. So when you understand the time signature, you can look at somebody dancing and you know what timing the music is in. You can listen to a music and tell what timing is written in. All right, we'll get here. So two numbers written one above the other. The top number tells you how many beats. Right? The top number tells you how many beats. I remember beats, count, same thing. Right? The bottom number tells you kind of beats. Kind of beats. Okay? Bottom number tells you what kind of beat, top number tells you how many. So that's basically it. Right? For the meaning of the numbers. Note, it's not a fraction. There is not a line through it. Right? There's not a line between the numbers. So we say this time signature is 2, 4. You don't say 2/4. Right? We say 2, 4. Right? 2, 4, not 2/4. All right? So that's the example of one time signature. And for all the time signatures, that's what the top number tells you and the bottom number tells you. We look at another one. You have 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. We look at those more in depthly today. So top number tells you how many beats. So where? How many beats where? Right? The sky, in the earth, in the sand. We look at that now. So let's go over to bar lines. Putting it together, time signature and bar lines. We look briefly at time signature bar lines. What are bar lines? Now imagine we're talking music. Imagine we have music written like this, right? We have a quartet there, we have a quaver there. And remember I showed you we join two quavers together like this. So those are two quavers. We have a medium there, and we have another quartet, we have another quartet, and we have another two quavers, and we have another medium, we have another medium, and we have a quartet, and we have a quartet, and we have medium again. Right? Imagine, we just had notes going. And a song, you would imagine a song would have maybe 100 or more notes. You have a song with 100 notes or more. Or you just had them, just written 100 notes, 200 notes, just written like that. And someone is playing. Can you imagine someone being lost in the music, not knowing where they're at which note they play this note, and then they said, which is the other note? Or a glance or a blink of the eye, and you forgot where you were. That's very possible. Yes, very possible, because all the notes are just written off like that. And so, to put some order to the music, there's where bar lines come in. Bar lines, okay? So, bar lines are lines like these, found within the music, and they're used to separate the music. Okay, they're used to separate the music into equal parts. All right, bar lines. Separate music or divide music equally. Right? Divide music equally, or put them into equal bars. Bar lines, they make bar. Okay, so you have one bar here, there's another bar, it's another bar, it's another bar, it's another bar, another bar, there's another bar. Bar lines. All right, we're getting somewhere. So we will now see the relation or the correlation between time signature and bar lines. Now remember we said the top number of the time signature tells you how many beats, and the question was asked where? In a bar. Top number tells you how many beats are found in each bar, or how many counts. Remember we did time values, we said quartet is 1 count, medium is 2 counts, etc. So the top number of the time signature tells you how many beats are in a bar, how many counts. So in this case of 2-4, this 2 is telling us that in every bar we must have 2 beats. And the bottom number is telling us what kind of beat. Now, anytime you see 4 at the bottom of a time signature, it means crotchet beats. Got that? Anytime you see 4 at the bottom of a time signature, it means crotchet beats, right? Or conks. So in essence, this time signature reads or says to you, there must be 2 crotchet beats in every bar or in every group. Okay? There must be 2 crotchet beats in every bar so that you will know how to dance. You would know how to move, when to move fast, if to move slow, that kind of thing. 2 quartet beats in every bar. Now, we'll explore that. 2 quartet beats in every bar. Now, when they say 2 quartet beats in every bar, do they mean that every bar must have, calculating the time values, every bar must have 1, 2 quartets like that, specifically, distinctly? Do they mean that? Now imagine a music with 50 bars, right? 50 groups, 50. And each of the bars have or has just this. Then remember when we sing their musical notes, then that music would be boring, right? Because that music will go like this. One, because we counting we performing the beats now. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's how that music will go. So you're singing I am a, let me see a song. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little. That's how you will go, because that's all just quartet beats. So it doesn't mean that every bar will have just this, but the tally, right? When we use different notes and when we tally it, when we add it together, it must add up to 2 quartet beats. That's what it means. So you'll have 1 bar with that, and this is based on the composer, how they sing this song. You have 1 bar with 2 quartets, of course. Then you can have, well, I have it there ready. Then you have another bar, and we have this 1, 2 quartets. Then we have one with 1 quartet and 2 quavers. Remember, these 2 are half beats each. So we have 1 beat, 2 beat, quartet beat we're talking about, right? 1 quartet, 2 quartets. Then we have a minimum is how many counts? 2 counts, and quartet counts we're talking about now. A minimum carries 2 counts. So we have 2 quartet beats there. Then we have the 2 quartets, then we have the same thing here, but it's turned around, so it's different. It's a different effect when you sing or play it, right? Because they're not in the same order. So half and half, 1, 2. Then we have the minimum again, and we have the quartet, 2 quartets, and we have the minimum. And then remember, there are still some other time values that we need to add that are shorter. So all of those will help to make an interesting music with fast sounds and slower sounds. That's what makes music interesting. So this is an example of a 2/4 rhythm, right? You have the bar lines, and at the end, I know you'd want to know, I have a double bar line. The double bar line is used at the end of a piece of a movement or at the end of the music, right? When you see a double bar line, the end of a movement, or if it's a large piece of music, classical, at the end of a movement, and then you'll have it again at the end of the music. It's used at the end. All right, so there you have it. Time signatures and bar lines. 3/4, same principle applies. In 3/4 timing, 3 quartets in every bar. So let's do that quickly. Start with 3 quartets. But again, we have to make the music interesting. We can't just have one beats all the time. There we can have a minim and a quartet. 2 plus 1, mathematics, remember? Mathematics is coming in handy for me. Hope it does for you. Then you have 4 halves, make 2 beats, and 1, 3. Another 3/4. Then you can have 2 halves and a minim. 2 plus 1, 3. All right, and that's how it is. 4/4, 4 quartet beats in every bar, and you just break it up. Right, for now we're just doing rhythms. It's not pitches, not song. It's just a rhythm that you can perform, tap or clap. All right, so there you have it. Time signature and bar lines. The next time I'll do, this is part one, I'll do part two on it, and we'll, perform some of these rhythms so you'll understand how music really works, right? Perform them, clapping them, tapping them, so that you get a clearer understanding of how they work. But time signature and bar lines, this brings us to the end of part two of grade one. Yes, and take care until I see you next time. This is Uncle Joe saying bye.